Most entrepreneurs are obsessed with their external environment, when in actual fact, it's an internal game. So many entrepreneurs I see and that I work with are constantly chasing a better strategy, getting a better team member on board, getting better resources, better tools. They are always focusing on the external, when in actual fact, it's the internal. If you really want to transfer from operator to owner, you've really got to take ownership of what you already have inside of you. What do you already have physically, emotionally, energetically? Once you feel that certainty that you have so much inside, literally your dream life gets attracted towards you. Whereas if you aren't clear on how you're feeling on the inside, and you see that somebody else is doing more, somebody else has more, somebody else is more, anything that you perceive to be like that, then you're constantly going to be striving and forcing things that aren't in alignment with who you are. So being an owner, it's not really a role, it's an internal state. Once you're so clear on what you already have inside of you, then you stop being obsessed on your external environment and feeling, I don't have enough inside of me. Instead, you then become, I have so much inside of me, I have so much to offer. And then because you're not desperate, life literally comes towards you. I like to use the analogy of dating. If you're dating and trying to find a girlfriend or a wife, or if you're a lady, you're trying to find a boyfriend or a husband, if you come across as desperate, nobody wants to be with you. But when you think, I'm not too bothered, I have lots of options, I'm not desperate, I'm not in a rush, people are going to come to you. There's that energy that you give off, that people want to be around you, because there's not that scarcity, that lack, that neediness from you. And the same thing applies to business. When there's that lack of neediness and so much abundance, and you're so certain inside of you who you are, everything will come towards you, I promise. I mention this because this happened exactly to me. I was in that position once where I feel like I didn't have enough, I felt like I wasn't enough, and therefore I was overcompensating. Just working, trying to prove myself all the time. And who was I proving myself to? It was to other people around me, my external environment. Whereas when you really go inside, you have a good relationship with God, with the universe, with source, whatever you want to call it, then you already realize everything you want is inside of you, but you just haven't stayed still long enough to see that you already have it, that you already have enough, you are enough, and you do enough. And so I was at this point. I had these multiple businesses. I had a squash academy that failed because I was looking out to other people to make that business better. I went and partnered with the coach of the world #1 squash player in the world, thinking if I get that on board, that's going to work. Then I had some other ventures too. I thought, I get the best marketer, I get the best salesperson, and I wasted a lot of money because you don't need those people. If you're so dependent on those other people, then there's something wrong with your model, especially if you're starting out. From 0 to 100K, you need to find out what you are really good at. Once you get to high levels, 3, 5, 10, 15 million, then you start looking for talent. But in the beginning, it's a lot of graft and getting your sales and marketing right, and really finding out inside of you, your skill set that can contribute towards that process. So I learned this the hard way. A lot of my clients have learned this the hard way, that when you are not certain about who you are, the emotions you're feeling, what you already have, what you can already envisage existing in the world, and then having that energy, that identity to move towards it, if you're not clear on that, then you're constantly going to be chasing and seeking external validation. And that is not a good way to live, because you're always scared that it's going to run out. So stop depending on things outside of you. You already have everything that you need. If you think it's a strategy that you need, or it's a YouTube video, or it's a mentor, or it's a new team member, or whatever you think it is that you need, I promise you that you don't need it. One of the best bits of advice I ever got was from my spiritual mentor that told me life is a mirror. Whatever you feel like you don't have, or that you're not doing enough of, or that you feel like you're not enough, or that you feel you need other people to come in and help you, maybe a mentor or a team member, it's all a reflection of you. Whatever is going on inside of you, it's It's a very complex machine, the human being. And if you aren't aware of how it works, what you have inside of you, like what makes up your body, your thoughts, your emotions, if you're able to kind of break those down and be aware of what the best version of those things are and get clear on that, if you're not able to do that, you're constantly going to be chasing things outside of you. So I really want you to look at yourself right now and think about that quote, life is a mirror. So what do I feel like I don't have? There's part of you in your brain and in your physical body that there's some lack. Whereabouts in your body do you feel that? And then if you feel like you need somebody else to come help you, there's an emotion inside of you that feels like you are not enough. That feels like you need this person to come and help you. And then if you feel like you're not doing enough, like somebody else is doing more than you, it's a combination of that physicality that you're missing and that emotion that you feel you are missing that is contributing to your energy or lack of energy. I'm hoping that this makes sense because it's all about your physicality, your emotions, and energy. Once you have an abundance of that inside of you, you'll become unstoppable. But it's just those 24 hours in a day when you're interacting with different environments, different people, your energy can go down, your emotions can go down, your physicality can go down. And that's all because you are not certain of who you are. And you become certain through little routines every day that make you certain of who you are. Then you become literally unshakable. So stop looking outside of you. That next person, that next tool, the next strategy, it's not going to help you. It will help in terms of like knowledge and stuff, but how many times have you been on YouTube watching videos or scrolling through ChatGPT or Google? You know, these strategies never end. The market's always changing. New strategies, new types of AI are always coming out. What doesn't change though is you, that certainty, that belief in you. So if you're interested in my system that helps you get really certain of who you are on the inside, then reflects onto your external environment so that everything comes towards you, I've done another video. I talk about my 8 drivers, my 8 business drivers, and my 4 internal drivers. So in this video, I'll go in depth into it. But let me just summarize it for you now in this video. So my 4 internal drivers, I really focus on these 4 deliverables for my clients and myself. Relaxation, selfless contribution, forgiveness, and gratitude. These are the 4 things personally that you want to focus on every day, and I'm going to tell you why. The biggest cliche in personal development is thinking, feeling, doing, having. Once you master those 4 things, then life's sweet. But the question is, why isn't everyone doing that? So you need some little routines to really get yourself mastering those 4 things. So with the having, okay, if you want to have things, gratitude is so important. Like all of us have money in our bank accounts, but we don't have it on us right now. It's not like we're holding it. It's in a bank account somewhere, and we trust that it's still going to be there, that it's not going anywhere. But it could just disappear. You don't know. I mean, it's very unlikely, but it could just disappear, and you don't have it right now. All your wealth, you're not able to carry. You literally got a shirt, some clothes, a watch maybe, a few things on you. Okay, so gratitude for what exists out there, the amount of money you want, the relationship that you want, the body that you want, it exists. Somebody has it out there. So once you are grateful for what you have or what you don't have, but it exists out there, it's going to start coming towards you. So gratitude really masters that discipline of having, okay? The next thing is doing. So selfless contribution. This really helps you increase your energy. If you're struggling to find your purpose or you don't know what to do, find different areas of your life to just contribute selflessly. Don't do it in a transactional way, thinking, I'm only doing this if I get this. Like if you're starting out your business, just start giving to people. Say, hey, I've got this skill set I've learned, and let me just give to you. Okay, and then from that, you get some testimonials, build up some credibility, then you can start charging for it. Or it doesn't even have to be in business, it can be in any area of life. Just start helping selflessly and watch your energy go through the roof. But if your energy is not going through the roof, it's because you're very transactional in your actions, saying, I'm only doing this if I get this back. So selfless contribution really improves the discipline of doing things. The next thing is feelings. So I see a lot of people get messed up by their feelings, their emotions. Okay, so you'll find that the most successful people, they're very steady emotionally. And The biggest practice I found with myself and my clients is forgiveness. Practicing forgiveness. And not just forgiving other people, but forgiving yourself too. Because by definition, if you need to forgive other people, it means you're having bad thoughts and emotions about those people. So include yourself in there too. It's not you and them as separate. Okay? So forgiveness is really important. Forgive yourself for any bad thoughts you have. Forgive yourself for any bad emotions you have, any shame, any guilt, any grief. Forgive yourself and forgive others. Just let go of those emotions that are bogging you down. So to master emotional discipline, forgiveness is super important. And then the final one is mental discipline. And this is all about relaxation. This is the number one thing I get all my clients to work on, relaxation. Don't go find the next new strategy. Don't go scrolling on your phone and lose focus and watch a YouTube video, then go to your AI and then go to Google or then find something else, go to a WhatsApp chat. Relax. Relax your thoughts. Relax your body. Relax your emotions. Just relax. Do everything with grace. If you're going to be angry gracefully. If you're going to be happy gracefully. Whatever you're doing, do it in a graceful way. If I'm filming this video, I'm going to record it in a graceful way. I'm not going to be like super agitated and do it like this, you know. It's not sustainable. Bring grace into your life. So those are the 4 things personally that I recommend. So relaxation for your thoughts, selfless contribution for your actions, forgiveness for your feelings, and gratitude for what you have or don't already have. You practice those 4 things every day, I guarantee you your life is going to transform, like it has for me and my clients too. And then I've got my 8 business drivers, which I talk about a lot in another video, but I divide business into 8 different areas. I'll just summarize it for you here. Leadership, finance, management, branding. That's the back end of every single business that I work with. Then you've got delivery, data, marketing, and sales. That's the front end of all the businesses that I work with. So for each one of those, I have a deliverable that I guarantee all my clients to have to ensure success in their business. So for leadership, it's all about having a project management software or like a business manual, business plan, having all these processes for every function, every process in your business, how something is done. So we build up this database of all these processes and manuals. Then for finance, it's having your financial documents, having a P&L, calculating your profit and loss, cash flow statement, calculate your incomings and outgoings, and finally a balance sheet, assets minus liabilities. So getting those 3 financial documents. Third thing is management. This is having your organization chart. So doing an org chart for where you are now to where you want to go. And then having position agreements for all those people on the chart. I'll be doing another video in detail where I go into how to get a perfect org chart and constantly update it all the time, because you can't do everything by yourself. Maybe in the beginning you can, but once you've built something, you definitely want to bring more people on board. Otherwise, you're going to fall out of love with what it is you're doing, because there'll be too much on your back. So for management, it's an org chart. For branding, it's all about understanding your ideal customer avatar. So for me, it's all about having a CRM, a customer relationship management database, where we categorize all of the different stakeholders in your business, and then we create like a sort of funnel of how we're going to communicate with all of these stakeholders. Next thing is delivery. So this is where we get your calendar and your client calendar filled up, so you know what we are delivering to yourself and to you and your staff to make sure that everyone's happy, everyone's having a good experience. Next is data, so having a metrics dashboard where we have metrics and sub-metrics for all of those 8 areas that I just talked about. Then we have your marketing deliverable, which is branded environments. So that's mostly on social media, getting all your social media branded. But if you're a brick and mortar business, your office, anywhere that you frequent, maybe you have like a company car, getting that branded, because environment is key. And social media is an environment too. I can heavily influence the people that you interact with. And then finally is sales. So getting your sales funnel or your sales process documented. So whether that's an online funnel, or if you're a brick and mortar business and you're dealing face-to-face with people, getting your sales process and a proposal template that you send to clients. So that's it. You follow those 4 personal drivers and those 8 business drivers, I guarantee you, you're going to see massive transformation in your life. Now, it might sound counterintuitive what I'm saying, because you're saying, hey, Neil, didn't you say that we need to stop focusing on the external environment, yet you're giving us all these deliverables? Isn't that external? It is, but it doesn't start with the external deliverable. Through my system, we focus on the internal, and then it produces something on the external. Whereas what you might find in other programs is that they give you these things first, and then go start working with it. But I'm not giving you these things until we work on the internal, because to produce those different deliverables and metrics that I just talked about, for them to be appropriate to you, I don't want to give you a generic one of each one of those. I don't want to give you a generic business plan or sales funnel. It needs to be suited to you. It needs to be in alignment with you. And that's why I do a lot of work going inside with you to figure out, what is your dream version of this? What does it look like? What does it feel like? What does it do? What result does it get you? Okay, it might sound quite simple, but just getting clear on who you are on the inside will produce the perfect deliverables for you to give you success in your business. So once that feeling of nothing's missing inside of you goes away, then things start to happen in your business. These metrics, these deliverables that I'm talking about, they keep on coming out like clockwork, okay? And then it's just really enjoyable because it almost feels effortless. It's like such a chunk of effort to really produce these things. You know, it's just effortless. Just think about something you're really good at, how you can produce that outcome over and over again. What if you could do that for the areas in your life that feel like drudgery, that feel like a chore? If you could do that over and over again, how would that change your life? So like I said, I talk about my 8 business deliverables, my 4 personal deliverables more in a different video. Go check out that video where I talk more in depth about that, or visit my website. There should be a link below. You can get a free business audit with myself. I'll have a look at your business and mention which deliverables I think we can improve in your business. I've also got a fun little business quiz so you can figure out by yourself, if you don't want to talk to me, which I don't see why you wouldn't want to talk to me. This little quiz will help you figure out by yourself which areas of your business that you need to talk to. So if you want to have a chat, great. If not, it's a little quiz for you too. Okay, and then I talk more about my personal aero incantation system, which is those 4 personal deliverables that I mentioned. And then I have another template for my 8 business deliverables and metrics. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Please give a like and subscribe, and any comments or any questions that you have, or please visit my website, and there's more freebies and goodies waiting for you. Talk soon.